Everyone hates Pokimane again by Curse. Yeah. Wait, again? I thought we never stopped. I'm curious. I thought we never stopped. It's just interesting. I think the reason why she's disliked, I'll be honest, is just very much... It's just that she tries to be relatable when she just isn't. And, like, her real character pops out now and then. Like, remember the cookies thing? The eat the rich, but please don't eat me because I'm not that rich. Not the rich, the rich. The VTuber model thing, that was also something that was not liked, that was not well appreciated. And now this is probably about the beliefs all victims tweet, so we'll see.
Well guys, the internet's favorite streamer Pokimane is once again going viral for a tweet that left a lot of people on Twitter in an uproar. Popular creators like Asmongold,
Tectone, Pokimane. Without makeup, she is kinda... Yeah.
and Tectone even made a response video to this said tweet.
Because these people don't believe anything it is that they're saying. They don't. They will go live and they will say the exact thing that the public wants to hear.
And I'm not gonna lie, they were tweaking a bit. The tweet also got like 30 million views.
I mean, it's kind of true, yes? Consider this. Ludwig, Pokey, all these big streamers, they just say what everyone wants to hear. And the only time when they receive backlash or they give backlash is when they know that they can win. Not when people agree with them. Otherwise, they try to refrain from doing anything. I've seen that just recently again. I just see her as annoying titties girl. That's crazy. I mean, she is certainly annoying. I would go along with that.
Which is absolutely absurd, but it's also not out of the ordinary, because if you've been following the channel, then you would know that I covered Pokimane around a couple months ago, and it was kind of for a similar reason that she had went viral on Twitter, because she had said something that a bunch of people disagree with.
Do you think someday we'll have a revolution like that in America? Right? It's getting there, right?
We've already had one.
Another one.
What's going on?
The wealth disparity is getting bad.
The wage gap, I hate that.
No, wealth disparity.
Wealth disparity.
Wage gap is like between men and women. Men and women, we love each other.
Facts.
And we hate the rich.
Isn't that the homie that was friend zoned at the streamer prom? Wait, that is the dude, right? That is the dude that got friend zoned at the streamer prom. He's gotta be that. Yeah, that's the dude. Gang. Just tell him, say to him gang, and he gets like PTSD.
Rich. Anyways.
As of 2024, Pokimane's estimated net worth varies depending on the source. Some sources estimate her net worth to be around 6 million. Other sources mention estimates range from 2 to 3 million to a remarkable 25 million. Ah, yes. Eat the rich, but I'm not the rich.
We hate the rich. That was the statement uttered by a millionaire with generational wealth. A statement uttered by someone who was already richer than your parents and richer than mine. Combined, by the way. This was also the same person who mocked people in her chat for saying that $28 was too expensive for some cookies.
When people...
$28 for cookies that apparently, as far as I know, what people have told me from the United States, said that you could get the exact same at like some random supermarket, I don't know, Target, whatever it was, right? For less, with more in there. Yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Nah. No.
Are like, oh my god, $28 for cookies? It's 4 bags. That's $7 a bag. I know math is hard when you're an idiot, but like if you're a broke boy, just say so. Anyways, and we hate the rich.
So yeah, clearly Pokimane was insane for those clips, which is why she received a ton of
I've seen this person.
backlash online. And I mean, they were frying her. I think I even went over a guy who left her a whole novel in the comment section. Like this right here is pure and dedicated hate, and all you can do is respect it. But clips like these of Pokimane serve as an example because it goes to show that she will say anything in order to be liked by the masses and her audience, and pretty much just trying to take whatever opinion is.
Her goal is to be only likable. That is her only goal. That's why these big streamers never say anything. They have no opinion. Zero. None. Nothing. Except, okay, maybe the right opinion. The opinion that the masses... Well, not the masses. It's just Twitter. The opinion that Twitter agrees with. You could bake cookies for less. You can't, like, literally... I've known people who, like, literally just took flour and, like baby food, like the stuff in the glasses, right? And like literally combined that, and that was it. I also did that before for my dog, funnily enough. To make like dog treats. Works pretty well. It's always the most ridiculous thing when the rich trying to mingle with the rest and help them. They're disconnected as Greta Thunberg. That's very true. Save the planet, but my parents are super rich, and I drive a Tesla that kind of looks like shit inside, because like a lot of like plastic waste and like not cleanly and all that stuff. Yeah, sure. I don't believe you. Yes, baby food. You could literally use baby food and flour and make dog treats. That works, for example. You could eat those too as well.
Popular at the moment. So with this in mind, let's go over her tweet. Now, as most of you probably already know or not, the Diddy trials recently came to an end, and he was acquitted of most of these serious charges. And I'm only bringing...
Yeah, the oiled one. The oiled one is running free. The oily one. They want to help, coming with idea, has no experience in the field, and think their idea will be revolutionary. It's just like, they don't help at all. It's just virtue signaling. I can guarantee you, none of these big creators, they donate to any charity ever. They don't make anything. Like, the only one big content creator that I see that at least uses his money to do something good, no matter how no matter what you may think of Mr. Beast, at least he uses his money to like educate and help people out. But aside from that, that's like the only one of like these bigger ones that actually does anything aside from like streamer. He doesn't stream, but regardless.
This up because this is relevant, and I'm pretty sure this is what Pokimane's tweet is referring to. But yeah, Diddy got acquitted of the most serious charges, and everybody had a reaction to it. So Pokimane took to Twitter and said, "Believe all victims." Now, the statement "believe all victims" isn't bad in and of itself, but in the context of like a law and court and jail time, I don't think that's true. I think we should believe evidence and proof rather than just people.
I think have sympathy for people that claim to be victims. Take it seriously. On the other side, do not believe them without absolute evidence. If somebody makes a tweet about, like, this person did that to me, and it's just a he said, she said situation, do not jump the gun. You need actual proof and evidence. I am not dating Pokimane. Hell nah, bro.
Claiming things, but you know what? That's just my take. Apparently, Pokimane wants to believe everybody.
Wait, what the fuck? Lynx, Pokimane, I love you and I agree, but I can't forget the way you made fun of Amber Heard during the trial. Yes, and Amber Heard deserved getting made fun of her. My dog stepped on a bee, shitting on somebody else's on a bed. Amber Heard. Yes. Sorry. Johnny Depp was the victim. I'm sorry if that what the fuck is that? There's still people that think Amber Heard is innocent? How does that happen? Wait, and she believes it too, bro. But she didn't say believe all victims though. She said believe victims. There's a technical difference in those two statements. True. Yeah, true. You aren't wrong.
So after this tweet drop, the internet exploded, with this tweet having 30.2 million views in 3 days, with it also racking up 82,000 likes and 3,000 comments, which, when you think about it, are pretty good stats for a tweet, all until, well, you open the comment section. And just an FYI, before we actually look at the comments, they are a bit insane, like overly insane. So I just wanted to give a fair warning before we look at them. So the top comment of my knowledge on Pokimane's Believe Victims tweet has 167,000 likes, which is literally 80,000 more likes than the original post that she made. And the caption says, and I quote, "Pokimane tried to grape me at the Atlanta airport in 2019.
Holy shit! Whoa! That is great. Okay, I've seen a few of these, but not to that degree. Not to. Holy shit! Okay, calm down. It's not that deep. Holy fuck, bro. That's a bit much. That's a bit much. That's way too much. Calm down. That's a bit much. That's crazy.
Wow, what a banger of a tweet. You know what? Actually, I lied. This is the most popular response to Pokimane's tweet, and it has 256,000 likes, which means it currently has 170,000 more likes than Pokimane's original post. How does that even happen? The post
Holy fuck. Holy shit. They ratioed this woman insanely. Okay, so what is the TLDR? Simplified, Pokimane made a tweet saying believe victims, and since nobody likes Pokimane, people were just going ham at her. Crazy. They're beating our ass in the quote tweets. How bad is it? It's in multiple languages.
also has 13.5 million views, and this is off of a reply. So this is crazy. And the caption reads, "I was gripped by Pokimane in 1997.
Holy shit. How old is Pokimane? How old is Pokimane? Pokimane, age 29. That's gonna be a bit difficult. I get what they're trying to do with the replies, but oh my god, that's a bit far. That's insanely far. How old was she? It's 2025. So, go back. She would be 4 in like 2000. I don't know about that one, bro. That's gonna be hard.
Oh my lordy. And the reply,
that means she was like 1 in like 1997. Makes sense, her reputation is down the drains for real.
to his comment, or even crazier, "You are brave for sharing your story. 26,000 likes. She took
Zerka pulling up. I haven't seen homie in ages." This is wild. She took my cheeks in 2001. Holy shit.
my cheeks in 2001. 6.7 thousand likes. And I'm telling you, these tweets just go on and on and on of people claiming that Pokimane R-word at them and many more. And if I had to guess, I would say that 3,000
I know what they're trying to do. Hi Morris, how you doing? Hope you're doing good. I know what they're trying to do. I get what they're trying to do. But bro, what are we doing? What are we doing? That is crazy. Wow, I knew it was bad, but not this bad.
replies out of the 3.1 that actually responded are saying stuff like that in the comments. And it's crazy because these aren't even really things to joke about. Like when you boil it all down, people are just making R-word jokes.
I'll believe victims. Well, once again, I like to fancy myself the person who brings things back down into reality. I tweet out 3 words that caused quite the commotion, just like Pokimane tweeted 2 words. Women can lie. Yep. So let's just go ahead. I'm going to talk about why it is so dangerous to tweet out things like believe victims. You know what we should believe, Pokimane? People should believe proof. Because when good boys who, man, morals are so much higher than mine, tweet out things like believe victims in such a mass blanket statement, which by the way, is never a good thing to do, what happens is that you are leaning into something that I like to call guilty until proven innocent, and not innocent until proven guilty. When you say that anybody
But that's such a normal thing nowadays. That's such a normal thing. Person A says something, everyone goes on a witch hunt. That's just what it is nowadays. There's like so many like nothing burger Google Docs out there. There's so many nothing burger Google Docs out there where like people got like canceled for when it's literally just like high school drama. This person called me an idiot and now I'm going to cancel them, and there's like a bunch of people just like coming in as like a support white knighting drone strike. We're cooked. What the fuck is this chat? Eternal Virgin Pokey. I don't know about that one. Pyotran W. Victim doesn't automatically mean women though. That's true. That's true. But I would say a lot more are just women. That's just what it is. Kind of. That's just the truth. Of course, it's a generalized statement, but a lot of them are women that come out. Men usually don't do that, especially in these cases. Yeah, men are also less likely to like. First of all, men are less likely to recognize that. Men are scared to say when something happened to them. And if something happens to them, yeah, they are usually made fun of. Like, how can if the perpetrator is a woman, like, how can a woman beat you up? How can a woman grape you? Like that kind of stuff. They would just get that. I hate humans. This is so fucking confusing. I thought people hate Diddy, but why they attack Pokimane? Although we have no evidence, huh? These two are not connected. These two are not connected. Well, they are connected in the sense that Pokimane made a tweet because the old one was like 3 out of 5 things got lost.
Can go on the internet and lie when anybody can go on the internet and say anything and you have to believe them because they're crying. Well, guess what? That doesn't set up a good precedent, now does it?
In this context, I would absolutely agree that we should definitely believe people with proof. That way, people aren't just getting falsely accused of random crimes. But then again, I don't even think Pokimane's saying to believe people without proof. But then again, I could be wrong. Other creators like Asmongold also weighed in on the situation.
Pokimane drops a believe victims tweet. How brave. Oh God. Shouldn't you figure it out based in a court of law? Don't go around and just believe what people say. You know why? It's because people lie. What a dumb thing to say. Pokimane is apologizing to someone on
People lie. People want to, you know, people lie. People leave out information, all that stuff, right? That just, happens, right? People love to do that. It just is what it is. But yeah, true. People love to lie.
X for laughing at Amber Heard. Please fucking remind me about that after.
I forgot to mention that since Pokimane brought up the believe victims tweet, many people have been going back in the past and bringing up when she was making fun of Amber Heard when she was on trial. And if you guys remember, at the time, Amber Heard was supposed to be the apparent victim, but obviously the trial proved that that wasn't the case. People in this Reddit thread are even saying that Pokimane went so far as to put a tear counter on the screen throughout her streams, including during Amber Heard's assault testimony. A tear counter is crazy.
Pokimane, I love you and I agree, but I can't forget the way you made fun of Amber.
Which is like, we know that Amber Heard was lying. We have proof of that. I still don't get why people still think she's innocent when she's not. Hi, Kogos. How are you doing? Hope you're doing good. It's just so odd. It's just so weird that people still want to run this narrative. It's just odd. I guess men don't really lie about it as much, but they don't even talk about it when it really has happened. They're usually ashamed, so there's no point lying when they won't get support. Like, I have not talked about it for years. Actually, ever. I was just recently talking about what happened. In the context of the Diddy trial, the victims should definitely be believed, though. We all know that man is guilty, but too rich to be convicted. Very, very, very true. Very true. It's definitely certain. Nobody needs that much baby oil and is innocent. But in general, we've seen the camera footage and stuff. Can't get over the fact that Amber stole someone else's SA. Wait, what? How? What? That's new information. I've never heard that before. What? She did? That's crazy.
Heard during the trial. It was really disappointing. Please address this. I completely understand. I regret how I restreamed the trial because any jokes are at the expense of the victims can be perceived. I apologize I took down the videos. She's apologizing for laughing at Amber Heard.
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Okay, when they were talking about, like, we have all this evidence that he actually did it.
So yeah, this is why a lot of people believe that Pokimane doesn't really care about anything she tweets about, and she just says it at the time because it's popular. Because I'm not gonna lie,
Rent was due. Rent was due. Rent was just due. I think Casey Shaw made a similar tweet. Rent is due. And Twitter doesn't even pay that well.
anytime she makes a controversial tweet, it seems like you can always go in the past and find a time where she said the exact opposite. There seems to never be any consistency with anything she says, which once again makes what Tectone said all the more real.
Because these people don't believe anything it is that they're saying. They don't. They will go live and they will say.
So basically what Tectone is implying is that they're actual grifters. Which, in this case, I definitely see for a lot of them. Because, you know, you need to appease the Twitter mob. Twitter mob doesn't like that. Yeah, she shared an essay story during the trial as if it happened to her, but it wasn't even hers. I don't remember all the details, but that was what stopped any kind of sympathy I had for her. Damn. That's crazy. That's wild. I mean, that alone already is like trying to sympathy farm. Crazy.
The exact thing that the public wants to hear.
So yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. Do you think Pokimane actually cares about anything she talks about, or is she purely doing it for engagement?
I'm gonna be honest. It's not just Pokimane, it's most of these big creators that do it that way. It just really is most of them. I don't know why, I don't know how that works. I guess it's really just to farm clout to like appease the masses, because I don't think it's actually that financially beneficial, or maybe it is, but regardless, it's just like she's continuing to like be like this relatable girl when she just isn't, and you can tell it's a fake persona. I just don't like her, and I think a lot of these people are just really fake, which is why I don't get why they're so big. But I guess if you collect a bunch of simps, I guess that just works. Regardless, like, comment, and subscribe.